Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZSR and welcome to the Skyward Randomizer Season 2 tournament. My voice is a little iffy today. I have a cold, but that's fine. We're still gonna enjoy a nice, mellow, probably disastrous seed, because I rolled it. It's gonna be, for Swiss Round 3, it's gonna be Floha with 64-bit, and you're all gonna enjoy this a lot, I hope, because your comps for this fantastic match are gonna be Coven, Esme, and CJ. Take it away.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Skyward Randomizer Season 2. We do have a Trez seed, so this is going to be an exciting... our mode is Key Sanity for today.
Yeah.
What did our runners ban? I didn't actually look in the race room. 64 banned Swordless, and Floha banned Open.
Yeah, they banned the good settings.
SMH my head.
Not that I'm biased, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm very biased towards Open, personally. But...
the more I do the minigames, the less I care about the minigames added to Open, because Open's just a good setting.
yeah, I really like Open, and I'm looking forward to the possibility of Closed in the future. But... alright, so our runners are off, I think?
Yeah, I just had a brief moment on my stream, so I know what the first item is already.
I did too. Alright, well, we got a Skykeep small key on Fledge. I didn't see the dungeons. I didn't read. I forgot to read.
I'll grab them in a second. Oh, maybe not.
Earth Temple, LMF, Fire Sanctuary? It looks like.
Yes, Earth Temple, LMF, Fire Sanctuary.
So, Fledge didn't give us an item, so no idea what the seed is going to hold for us as a result. Both runners doing the bog standard Season 2 first half of the opening.
Yep.
But Floha going in the wrong door, SMH, loses a couple frames because the animation is faster to go in the left side of the door because Link is right-handed in this game. Unlike other games where it's faster to go in the right door because he's left-handed. So don't get those mixed up. A bottle. Early bottle is really interesting in Season 2 because of the existence of Kina.
Yeah. And potentially will encourage everyone to get off Skyloft early. That's a play that tends to work out if you have an early bottle.
Yeah.
Berlin
Academy is pug because you have to come back here now. It's true. Yeah, I think early bottles really justify the... like, if you get a bottle in, like, the first 6 checks, it really justifies the early sky dips we've been seeing lately, as the meta has evolved here.
As long as you don't orphan Waterfall Cave when you come back.
Yeah. I mean, if you just leave right after statue, it's pretty hard to orphan Waterfall Cave unless you're doing it intentionally.
Yeah. Okay, so 64 making a bit magic file.
In this dungeon layout, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Fire Sanctuary is always the iffy dungeon to me because your Fire Sanctuary file can be your bit magic file because you can get the LA gates. Alright, so the 2 checks inside. Alright, we got Din's Power. And the LMF boss key. So, good start there. In terms of keys.
I had to refresh because I got Floha zoom in and I got to see a spoiler of that chest.
So Floha is not choosing to leave early.
Neither is 64 by the looks of it.
Okay. Floha got a little bit of a false lead here from the creation of the bit magic file, and it looks like we have the.
Oh.
Okay, well, we have the Amber tablet now, but it looks like our starting tablet was the Emerald tablet.
Yeah. Not much the runners can do in Manera at the minute. Unless they want to
get the first chest in mind, but...
yeah.
Right, Floha headed over to visit Runa. Get another free gift here. We're really interested to see if any of our runners choose to do like a reverse sky loop in this situation because of the early bottle.
Yeah.
Traditionally, we see runners do the sky clockwise, starting from the northwest corner of the sky, which is by the Elden Pillar, and do Bamboo Island, Lumpy Pumpkin, and then Volcanic Island. But because of the early bottle, you kind of want to do it the other way around, because you want to pick up the spores in the Volcanic Island and deliver them to Oriel so that you can take the soup from Lumpy Pumpkin if you're chasing after Kina early. The early setup, at least. Community's kind of split on whether or not early Kina setup is like good play or not. If you get an early bottle, I personally think it's a really good play. Oh, and it's an open seed, apparently.
Okay. We're playing 3D Key Sanity and Open today.
Yep. Good luck making all the right decisions, runners.
Yep. Oh, we're getting absolutely bodied by those keys.
Looks like nunchuck problems from his camera.
Yeah.
We're choosing to get these rupees. Our runners have 10 rupees. I think they got a red rupee and a rupor earlier. So now 64 is 50 rupees, which is relevant because that's the cheapest item in Beetle's shop. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I sometimes pick that up and sometimes don't. It kind of seems like on a whim.
Alright, so now that we have all three tablets, things get a lot more interesting because Kina's a lot more accessible now. Because we can actually complete the chest. Another check.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like both runners are opting for a normal sky loop. First hint says, Progressive Wallet in Desert Trial, and Dodo has... I didn't see what the item was. I didn't process it fast enough.
Yeah, Dodo. Had a heart container, or heart piece.
Okay, that's what the item was. I thought I saw heart and assumed it was dead.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, it looks like
so Floha electing to go to Elden early. I don't know how I feel about this play in this specific setup. We know that this isn't open, even though it feels like open, which means this isn't actually a Sphere Zero location.
Yeah. I'm personally a big fan of getting as much knowledge as you can.
There's a sword in the sky, and Thunderhead is barren.
Okay.
Thunderhead Baron is a really good hint in this type of situation because we know that these two runners both know how to do early Thunderhead and therefore can do and will probably plan to do early Thunderhead. Especially in a pseudo-open seed like this where it's really easy to get the flag. Because you can get it in... Well, you don't have a projectile, so you can only get it in Linearu at the moment, but... Assuming we find Mitts, Bombs, or Hook Beetle, you can get it in Elven as well. But getting that hint means you don't have to waste the time on it, so... 64 headed off towards the Volcanic Island, it looks like. I assume he's going to do Oriel here. I don't know if he's going to go back to Skyloft. 64 never, at least as far as I know, never really been a fan of these extended sky trips. But, you got a little, not bodied, but like a little disoriented by that tornado. That tornado appeared in a weird spot. Alright, 64 picking up spores. And Elden Volcano to Molderock. And third small key in Fire Sanctuary is dead.
Okay. And yeah. Low getting the baby rattle, which will open up a check-in village when he decides to go back to Skyloft. Meanwhile, 64 saving Oriel and that bird.
Right, so I'll be very interested to see if 64 chooses to go back to Skyloft here. I don't really know what Floha's preferred playstyle is, but I feel like this is not his preferred playstyle to dip early surface like this. I feel like Floha usually chases hints, but...
And the latter, so getting 2 fetch quest items in Elden.
Elden is Fetch Quest Central. Either of those could give us an item for Molderock.
Hello?
Are you okay? Oh, that nunchuck.
I appreciate that every time Floha like unplugs and plugs his nunchuck back in, he gives like the port a little blow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Wii is starting to show its age for a lot of runners with some not so great hardware failures.
Oh, and 64 getting
claw shots. This could lead to even more divergence, actually, because 64 now has a reason to go into Lanayru Desert, which gets a free hint, effectively. Which is one more hint than you get for going into Elden. But he can also now get 3 hints in Farron, so...
But for now, he's sticking to Skyloft. Oh.
This makes sense. This is a quick, easy check. Unfortunately, he is going to have to effectively 3-trip Academy now. You know, obviously we have the benefit of hindsight, but knowing that claws are there, I definitely are on Peril. I definitely would have delivered the soup. Oh, the bow. That's a projectile locked projectile. Prepare and logic at least.
For flow.
2 bottles makes ledge crystals easier, so...
And access to Fire Sanctuary nice later on.
Yeah.
Assuming it is later on.
Yeah, it could be now for all we know. We could get, like, earrings right now and have earrings and bombs and have access. I really thought it was going to be that. That would have been sick. Spiral Charge is interesting as well. Nothing directly path to Molderock so far. Well, this is also Magma Turf, so it doesn't matter. In Elden, nothing directly path, so...
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Floha chases that.
Yeah. 64...
Well, I guess he doesn't have the hint yet, but he should get it soon.
True. Yeah, 64 going up to Upper Waterfall, which will get him another hint. We're still having a bit of trouble with the digging mitts fight. Okay.
Only chest in the lake is Crystal Pack, and TMS is dead. Alright, so we know that TMS is
free
not
health refill.
Yeah, that's actually something worth to note.
It's something I almost definitely wouldn't have noticed if I was actually racing.
Yeah, I feel that. Heroi's Courage for Floha, so we're getting our trial songs pretty early. So path hints point to an item that is logically required to defeat a boss, whether that be the item itself directly or something leading to it. So, yeah. So it could be, so the path hint could be pointing to Letter or Rattle in Elden, for example, if like Gus Bellows is on the turn-in for those. Flo having a little bit of confusion.
Okay. 64 going to patrol.
64, it's day.
Yeah.
Was he just clearing space for Bat Warp, I guess?
Maybe?
Wait, you can get on the grave without Jump Slash? I thought you had to Jump Slash.
No, you don't have to Jump Slash. Yeah.
Filing that away for later this season?
You just can't stand immediately in front of the grave. You have to step back a tiny bit to jump up. Like front hop.
64 did a respawn manip there before. Where basically the way Skyloft works is that there's a bunch of loading zones in Skyloft, and if you void out in one of them, it puts you to the respawn trigger that you were closest to at the time of your void. I believe at the time of the void out. And so with that little setup there, we can actually make it so that when we void, we're closer to the under Skyloft Betro drop point.
Oh, dying in the sky by trying to fly directly into a tornado, which can work if you get the timing right. I don't know what the timing is.
Remember when tornadoes were even worse?
Yeah, I do. I think that was where I was like near the time where I was starting to do seeds properly offline. And the moment the tornado patch came out, I was like, I'm not waiting for this. Again,
the tornado patch is a very good patch from our main dev epilogue. Alright, well, clipping into those. The way the spiral charge works to go through things is it actually just disables your collision. So you can just, if you dive off your bird, you still have like the no collision state temporarily. A third bottle.
Okay.
So the way tornado spawns work, going a little technical here, is they spawn a fixed distance away from the camera, and that fixed distance was created based on the base loftwing speed. And in Rando, the loftwing speed cap is like a gajillion times higher. So in the time it takes the tornado, like the spawn trigger to occur and the tornado to actually spawn, you've actually crossed that fixed distance and entered the point where the tornado can hit you, and you can no longer spiral charge through it.
Also, Floha landing on the wrong side of Lumpy Pumpkin. Let's get the hint. Interesting choice. 64 having a projectile, or having two projectiles here, will mean that he'll be able to have a slightly quicker.
Well, having three bottles here and not knocking down the chandelier is a bad decision, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done the reverse Skyloop, but having committed to this.
Well, I mean, Flo's already, like he has 3 bottles in his pouch, so the Skyloop order doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, he could rush Bat and Fledge together and do Fledge while the soup is quote-unquote cooling down over the 48 hours.
Cool. Yeah. The third was in a spiral charge rock. I didn't see what 64 got on Betro 5 and 10, but it must not have been anything important. I think he got 5 crystals.
10 was crystals. Yeah, 10 was crystals and 5 was something useless. I want to say money.
Oh, money's not... if it was a bloopy, it was useless, but money's not totally useless.
Okay.
Health, okay. I'm really surprised that 64 didn't, look at Beetle here. While he was on Skyloft right after getting claw shots.
I mean, he has 50 rupees, so he can't really do anything with that.
He can buy the 50 item, which could be a gold rupee. I just personally like having the knowledge that, whether or not I need to actively rush back to it. Because knowing 3 of the 5 checks is really relevant. Because that's, 60%.
I like having at least 100, so you can get the information of 4 of the 5.
Reasonable.
There's a very decent chance, because he's going to go through Elden anyway. And
is he going to get enough money for...
Money. I don't think so.
I'm also really surprised that he didn't chase the claw shots into Linearu. I wonder if that's if he did that on purpose, if that was a calculated play, thinking that Floha would do Elden first and not wanting to potentially miss out on a bomb bag or a digging mitts in Elden.
Maybe, because claw shots don't open too much in Linearu on their own.
I mean, they get you another hint, and that's really the important thing. Hints are really important in SSR for people who aren't super familiar with the meta. Hints are really powerful. Oh, a sword upgrade.
There's that sword that was hinted.
Sword in the sky, yeah. So not a super bad hint, but not a super helpful hint either. After I just talk about hints being really strong.
Okay, 64 remembering he has the bow.
the bow speeding up this fight a little bit because you don't have to do the nonsense to go up and grab the attention of that Bokoblin and force them to stop blowing their horn.
Okay.
How much money does Floha have at the moment?
Good question.
I assume we're going to see Floha go to Lanayru next, although I still think Farron is probably the stronger play with claw shots here.
Okay, he's got 30 rupees.
So he's definitely not going to...
No,
Beetle.
he's going for Rattle? Yeah.
Yeah. He now knows that Elven Volcano is past the Molder Ox, so he knows that turning in Letter and Rattle are good plays, so...
Yeah, I don't quite like the micro-routing. I would have gone through for Zelda's Closet, handed in the letter, and then ran down for the hint, and went for Rattle at the end. But it doesn't really matter in the end.
Yeah, I think in the end that's probably mostly comparable. Is 64 doing Back in Time?
I think he's going for Big Spot RBM.
Ooh,
And there's a harp.
Art
Okay.
at the Molder. So
Oh,
you would have
no.
gotten demolished by that micro routing that you would have done in that case.
Probably, yeah.
You would not have gotten...
Harp and
Because now
Sphere.
Flo can get the Collins letter check. Here.
Yeah.
Alright, so 64 is activating Back in Time, the main glitch that we use in this game. I don't know what he's going to be doing. He's not going to be doing early Thunderhead, obviously. And he's not going the right way for Dig Spot RBM, so it looks like he might be doing the Rock RBM? Making a corrupt file. This could just be set up for later. I don't know that this is necessarily part of what he's doing right now.
Yeah. If it's not Rock RBM, I don't understand.
Yeah, if this isn't Rock RBM, I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, yeah.
This looks like Rock RBM. It's not this RBM, because I don't know what this flag is in Elden.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's used for something, but I forget what. Okay, is there? No?
No.
No.
He would have started his file long before he entered the cutscene. Because like the cutscene is the flag that you want. This flag is useful in Volcano Summit because you can use it to skip one of the. What is happening?
Yeah, I don't think 64 committed the right file.
Huh?
Oh.
What is? I'm very confused. Yeah, G1 skip is one thing it can be used for, but it can also be used for skipping claw shots to access Fire Sanctuary.
Okay, I think he whatever he was trying to do didn't work because he's going for it again.
I don't know that was
Was it accidental? It looked.
that looked very deliberate.
Yeah.
Bit is heavily restricted in Rando. We're not allowed to leave Skyloft. Mostly because you can't, but it's also not allowed even if you could. As well as there are some things that are just straight up not allowed. There are rules that basically the rules say that you have to play by the rando's definition of completing the game. While also playing within the rules of not leaving Skyloft. So, not being able to leave Skyloft is extremely restrictive. You can do a couple neat little things like this. You can break Fire Sanctuary open a little bit, and Bit Warps are particularly useful.
Yeah. It's mainly two nice little time saves.
Yeah.
Nothing that.
And there's some cool routing implications that Bit allows, like this. For example, this is going to allow 64 access to Deep Elven for 1 check and a hint. For free. For free, quote unquote. Why is he running all the way?
I believe he's committing, But I'm pretty sure running back in here.
Yeah,
is a
just
commit?
running, like, I think just getting the keys down is a commit. We do also occasionally run no-bit races, although not in tournament seasons usually.
Yeah, because
in the lead up to this tournament, we were having like one no-bit race a month ish to try and entice some newer players to join in, or allow people who aren't fans of bit some opportunities to race. Bit is not necessarily optional, but you can still do well without bit. And 64 gets circles. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so ordinarily you would need bombs or hook beetle to blow up that rock, or mitts to go through all of turf and go backwards. But 64 is going to be able to get an extra check and a hint here.
Yeah. The hint is the really powerful thing here, I think. That I think is really what 64's motivation is. But at the same time, if you're going to chase after hints, why not just chase Farron with claw shots? Another fetch quest item!
All three being in Elden. Let's go.
Oh, did he start Spirit? I did not notice that he started Spirit. So he can get the crystal ball here with claw shots.
Yes.
Earth Temple as well. Good point. I forgot that Earth Temple is one of our required dungeons today.
True. And he won't have to do Kisi because he has bow.
Yeah. I don't know. We've seen people do cool things with this before, with Out of Logic Earth Temple.
Yeah. Because I think he could be fairly confident that Floha's not going to have done this.
Yeah. My biggest problem with this play is that just because your opponent isn't going to do it doesn't mean you should be doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really easy to fall into that LMF Jujitsu and Leviathan. It's really easy to fall into the meta mindset of Rando, where you're like, okay, I need to do the things that my opponent isn't going to do to give me an edge, and really just forget to like follow your own gut or follow your instincts and do what you know is good in Rando.
Yeah. But this could pay off. That's a
nice view of Colin's back.
Yeah.
The LMF small D. LMF is
so something key-locked question mark in LMF?
Something key-locked? That'd be really interesting if it's like vanilla Guspel or something.
It would. Particularly because LMF is path to G2.
It'd be really that'd be really interesting because we can't have the same item be both paths, but it'd be really interesting if we end up with like Bellow's path to G2 in LMF, plus some other key like LMF item in the key locked area.
64 blowing up a tower. You don't have nits. Okay.
I mean, if he's wanting to blow up the tower for later, he's probably going to come back here with nits.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is firing, yeah.
Also true, there are 3 bait items for Fire Sanctuary because of the small keys.
5 if you include the mitts. Which...
I'd say 4 because the first mitts is kind of useful.
Yeah, I was debating whether how to count that.
Heedle's also required for LMF, and depending on layout, can be your only access to LMF.
Yeah, I was
if you don't get whipped.
In that.
As well as, not to mention the 2 checks at the end of Fire Node, plus Temple of Time into access.
Yeah, 64 not going into Earth Temple.
I think this is the safe play. This is kind of the happy medium between trying to outplay your opponent in terms of rando skill execution and like the things that they may or may not know how to do or may do. So we'll see.
Okay, we've got the D on the Ballad of the Goddess check.
64 getting a little vindicated by not doing Earth. Okay, there's Gus Bellas. By not doing Earth Temple because he's not gonna have to double dip it now.
True.
Okay, Whip Trick skip is a lot to process because Whip Trick is a trick you can do with the whip in LMF to skip the usage of the hook beetle in the first room. By like whipping the switch while you're in the sink sand, and that is not in logic. And then you can actually skip using pulling that lever entirely by with like a bit warp and RBM and some out of bounds movement. So, and we are working with Key Sanity today.
Yes, so it's very much like a skip. If it wasn't just doing it the normal way. Okay, Floha choosing to skip starting Slingshot.
I like this play. Flo's not necessarily the favorite in this matchup, so he needs little advantages where he can get it.
Okay.
Silver Rupee, I agree with picking this up in Flo's situation. Granted,
yep.
He could just get Beetle and have it all be for naught. So, do with that information what you will. Flo really having some nunchuck troubles here. I wish he would just... I assume he doesn't have another Wiimote / nunchuck to use. I actually have my spare nunchuck out because I had a race the other day where my nunchuck was going haywire.
Yeah, I should really find the other nunchucks in this house. Because my trusty nunchuck is beginning to dislike the amount of use it's getting in recent months.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's usually not the nunchuck that's the problem. It's the port.
Yeah.
The Wiimote itself. I have like 4 Wiimotes sitting in a drawer next to me, but some of them are kind of broken, unfortunately. Rare treasure for Floha there. That's another 100 rupees if he is so inclined. $64 not turning in the rattle first, unfortunately, and therefore will not get his LMF small key right now.
Ooh, Floha falling down, going off the wrong
mini
side.
Swim of shame.
Swimming without scale is so painful.
Yeah. Technically, you could probably fix it by taking the Wiimote apart, but... yeah, and either replace the port or, like, stabilize it. I'd be hesitant to open up a SS Special Edition. Do both runners have the same file name? I didn't actually notice.
They do, yes. They both went with 64 gore.
Love it.
An emote which is pride and center on 64's like off-screen layout.
Yeah.
Which is a weird way to describe it, because I realized, oh wait, that's not actually the center of the whole screen.
Yeah, not center at all. It's centered like
it's
in the
centered
space that it's in. Yeah.
Okay. Is we're going for Beetle now.
I don't hate this, but if he was gonna do it with less than 100 rupees, I wish he would have done it earlier.
Yeah. I assume he was looking for some pots there for money. That's scale. It looks like scale on Beetle 300. Okay, Flo coming back for Slingshot. Okay.
Interesting routing. I don't hate this, but is just my catchphrase. Okay, I'll take that. Not the worst catchphrase I could have. Oh, having Horned Colossus Beetle. That's very true. I forgot about that.
And that's Salad. Okay, that's an extra hint and.
But a barren region, yeah. Hey, I wasn't even here for the Elect meme.
Yeah, so far I've seen everyone in chat say at least 3 times as much as Pack has ever said it.
Does that scale on 300?
Yeah, it looks like it to me. I'm not entirely sure though.
64 has the discount, so he can get that for 150 rupees, and I think he has a rare treasure, but I'm not totally certain.
No, I'm not either.
He is headed in this general direction, but... Oh, right, he can just...
Oh, he's checking?
He's checking. He has 0 treasures. Excellent. I wonder if Floha just forgot to start Slingshot because he had Claw Shots. And realized, like, in the Great Tree, shit, I gotta do this. Because that's everyone's reaction when they have to do Slingshot.
I don't know, I kind of was hoping that he was trying to keep the meta of skipping Slingshot alive.
I really like how in the past, like, 3 months we've gone through, like, 4 different Slingshot metas.
Yeah. Because it's in that really annoying spot that it's not obnoxiously long, but it's long enough that it can cost you if your opponent doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, 64 handing in Sparrow.
The next meta is clearing the woods and then doing Slingshot. God, I cannot imagine that being a meta. That would be awful.
The worst is getting a projectile hinted in Farron and having to decide, oh wait, do I do Slingshot before doing Skyview or not?
Yeah. I'm really disappointed that we haven't seen anyone do the Deep Woods Vine RBM yet. And then Bitwarp into Skyview. That would be a fun thing to see in a race.
I'm gonna assume the Bitwarp is Upper Academy, because it's always Upper Academy.
Indeed Upper Academy, I'm pretty sure. It puts you in the yeah. It puts you out of bounds, and you can just walk into the door.
Nice.
Is that the one that's LA? It's so arbitrary. It's LA, great. Now I've lied on comms and I feel bad.
Wow, CJ lying to me. I was gonna do that, like, for the first time in a race, and Bitwarp a million miles into the sky. And fall to my death.
An LA Bitwarp.
I assume you save in Deep Woods for that.
You could save where... yeah, Deep Woods. You have to save in Deep Woods.
Okay, 64 is on 99 rupees, which is getting there.
Honestly, I don't like this. Well...
He's gonna go back for...
this is really awkward, because he wants scale before he goes into...
Farron, yeah.
Farron. But Farron is also where he can get the money for it, so... Well, you know it's better to Skyward Strike this, right? Because then the bees don't aggro. I guess he didn't aggro the bees anyway, so...
Yeah.
As much of a fan of loose crystals as I am, I don't like it in this situation because it's not going to get you anywhere. Oh, he's turning in letter. Or he's turning in the heart for the letter check. It's one of those things where it's just on the way, so I forgot that he would be doing this now, so... Clean keyword from...
Is essentially 3D open from like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
I don't agree with loose crystals.
He has so many other options at this point.
Yeah.
But we are going to get a new hint from Floha here. Western Wing and Earth Temple is dead end.
And Village to Scaldera.
Village to Scaldera is a wild hint.
The 64
because that could still be the it could be the harp for the LMF small key, and all 3 items in the east wing of LMF are required for something. Yeah, I used to grab lumpy crystals in races. And then I realized that as much as I like getting loose crystals, it's just not the play. I wonder, our current bracket prediction has 64 winning this race, right? For the 2 1ers in the death zone. So I wonder how much Floha winning would shake up the 2-1 bracket. Are both of these runners 1-1? I forget who has what record nowadays. Oh, right. 64 went up against KitKat last round. So, yeah, this is an 0-2 round. So, yeah, so never mind. It really shouldn't affect the 2-1 bracket, unfortunately.
Hello? Am I back?
Welcome back, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Did your internet commit die?
It did worse than that. A family member just straight up unplugged it by accident.
It was committed murder.
Okay, so what did I miss?
Nothing particularly interesting.
Did 64 get scale before going into...
No, he did not.
Interesting.
I appreciate his effort in trying, though. Valiant effort. .64 getting the dragon sculpture. And a wooden shield for Floha. The reward could be worse.
It could be. It is objectively useful in Horde. No, Horde in G3, so it is better than nothing.
Yeah, it is better than like the bug metal or something, or a Rupor, or even now it's better than Slingshot, to be quite honest. Although Slingshot's useful in Fire Sanctuary for commits, so.
Yeah, it's always nice to have another reasonably quick projectile.
I'm thinking real hard about the Path to Moldy hint, and I don't think it can be the small key anymore.
Okay. So, we're waiting for Malara then.
Well, no, Path to Moldy was Elden Volcano. There's a sword in Sandsea and Sealed Grounds is Sots, but that's just the Gust Bellows.
I thought it was
or the
sculpture. You said Moldy.
Did I? Yeah, I said Moldy. At least I intended to say Moldy. Yeah, Village to Scaldera could still be the harp. Or, yeah, it could be the harp for the small key for bombs back there. But bombs I don't think can be the Path to Moldy at this point. The only thing that could be in LMF that can be Path to Moldy, that can also be small key locked, is the Bellows, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so
there's another item floating around in Elden Volcano. Probably... Actually, I think it has to be a beetle. So there's a beetle in Elden Volcano, basically. if my deductions are correct. Which sometimes is a big if.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. It can't be bomb bag because we have war shots.
Yeah. Also, 64 showing off the fact that if you shoot the moblin with 4 arrows and then slash its shield, it just dies for some reason. Oh, he didn't get. God, he got munched, but he didn't get watered. I don't know what the words I'm saying are anymore.
He didn't get munched. What?
He got munched, but he didn't get watered.
Munched. He didn't get watered. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't get thrown into the water, which is the worst thing that could have happened there. Did 64 start Machi? I don't think he did. So.
He did. Yeah, no, I don't think he did.
So he's actually going to be skipping Slingshot, it looks like.
Yes. And Floha checking back 30. Which has
Slingshot,
okay.
Which is completely worthless at this point. Logically, at least. We can see it get some use as your alternate projectile. Plus, it's one of the easier items to equip because it's just straight down on the B wheel.
Okay. Another Song of the Hero piece. Where's that? Yeah, that is another. Does Floha have the Village to Scaldera hint?
Yeah, Village to Scaldera is the hint.
Yeah, but does Floha have that?
I don't know if he does. I think that was on the other one. Or on the one hint zone he hasn't checked.
Okay. Yeah, because...
Did Floha get another crystal pack somewhere along the way, or did Floha pick up 5 crystals?
He did get another crystal pack. He got a crystal pack out of Logic in Lake Floria.
Okay. So 64 will be getting that soon.
Okay, yeah, Floha does have that Village to Scaldera hint.
Oh, it's at Deep Woods. Okay.
So... probably see Floha go to Malara's house after this.
Wondering what 64 is thinking here. Leaving like this. Like, he knows he's able to go get scale, which means he doesn't want to dip Floria right now, so this is like a really good heads-up play. But at the same time, I don't think I saw him check the statues that he should have checked for that.
I think he got viewing platform.
Did he get viewing platform? Okay. Well, actually, he got the entry statue.
No, did he? No one ever gets that one.
The reason I think he might have gotten that is he's planning on doing Slingshot on his return trip. Which, if he is, it's a pretty solid heads-up play. I don't like this micro-routing. It's fine, but he's gonna get scale, so, like, he could have combined this with Shed Chest. If he had just landed on the other side of Skyloft. But
knowing...
More crystals, okay.
Interesting. Knowing Gale... With the scale knowledge, I probably would have been tempted to go to Laneru. On the off... Like, because... You can get the hint, you can get the statue outside LMF, you can scout out LMF, even if you don't have Bellows at that time.
Yeah.
And you'll probably find money on the way. Which means you can just potentially, like, clear most of Farron out in one go.
So we're gonna find out what's here. Dodo, or not Dodo, Spirit was dead, right?
I assume so, seeing as I didn't
I don't remember him
pay
getting
much
anything
attention to what was picked up.
Which means that if this is nothing, then bombs are almost
Sparrow
certainly...
had salad, apparently.
Oh, right, ballad, which is junk. Because Thunderhead is bad. Yeah, but I'm doing the village path logic. For path logic, completely worthless.
Okay, can Flo pick that up? Not quite, but he'll be able to once... Oh, he doesn't have Horn Colossus Beetle. Is that without logic?
Yeah. The Song of the Hero piece? Oh no!
Oh,
are we gonna have bombs on Skyloft Trial? Although, Path to Scaldera could still be Deep Elden access. It could be a Mitz, it could be Hook Beetle. Because we don't have access to that
I would be tempted to... I would be tempted by the hint at this point.
At this point, if you're 64, I feel like with the knowledge you have to go to Lanayru. Because you get you get a hint, you get... I'm really confused as to what 64 is doing. He has enough crystals to get back 30.
Fire Shield earrings.
Oh, Fire Shield's on 102, okay. Beetle's selling all the accessories.
I think it was 103.
Oh, was that 103? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so... If I was 64, I'd probably get the Thunderhead Hintstone, rush Lanayru, and see what those hints together say.
Honestly, I'm not even sure if you
trial,
go to Thunderhead here.
The 64 has full cleared village now, so he knows that...
Well, the thing is that...
be Song of the Hero. But he also knows that it could just be a huge debate.
Yeah. But the thing is that you find out either way by going to Lanayru. If you get an item in keylocked LMF... Oh, he can't do LMF!
Mm-hmm.
That my brain didn't connect, those neurons didn't fire. I mean, he can do whip trick skip.
He can. That is a thing he can do.
I don't think it's a thing he should do, but...
That is a trick that you do if you are a beetle or whip from Go mode.
Even then, you have to question your sanity if it's worth it.
Well, I mean, he can... Not as long as Sansea Skip.
That's a fair point. There's another Song of the Hero piece. Wait, is 64 missing one of them? Or have we only seen two?
No, he had one marked, but I don't think that was accurate.
Okay.
Because the one that Flo has was the one that 64 just picked up.
Honestly, I would say that doing... Okay, so there's... So it can... So the path of the Scaldera now has to be bombs? I don't think it can be anything else anymore.
True.
Yeah, I was just making sure that like we didn't have any nonsense with like the placement of the amber tablet being the path item.
Yeah. But neither runner has the full information to know that Skyloft Trial is where Bombag has to be. And I'm still hesitant to call it because of...
the possibility of LMF.
Because of LMF being such, like, harm-throwing a mess into that.
Oh, wait, actually, we can have the same item be the path item in LMF because they weren't the same hinted item. It could be the key and the item are the two path items. But because the key was hinted in Village for... yeah.
So
they can indirectly... Yeah.
Which has to be the other mitts or a beetle. No, it can't be a beetle, so it has to be the other mitts. So the other mitts are in LMF. The Earth Temple mold...
Oh, it can't be Bellows. Can't be earrings because we know where earrings are. Could it be bombs? If map chest has something? It could have the boss key for Fire Sanctuary, that's important to remember, or any of the small keys.
True.
I really feel like 64 is just gonna get really unlucky in chasing down this scale.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it getting random. Oh, I didn't read the hint on Floha's screen. Did anyone?
No, I kind of forgot there was a hint there.
The caves hint?
I don't know how. Oh no, yeah, because one of them said Ruby Tablet, yeah. I remember seeing that. I'm just going, well, that's a useless hint. Thanks, game. But yeah, at this point, 64's banking on, like, Floria South and Shed Chest.
Well, there's crystals.
The other chest crystals.
There is crystals, which isn't totally worthless.
No, but according to Flo's tracker, he's already up to 45 crystals, so...
That's...
not great.
Which means that if 64 gets all the same crystals, he's up to 50, because he's done 5 lose.
Yeah.
First check in LMF. Let's see what we get. Can't wait for it to be a Fire Sanctuary small, and everything we all just cry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
there's
so
crystals.
more crystals.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for 64. Scale
We'll
is
probably
not
see
paying
Back
off.
40 here.
I would much prefer him to wait and see bat 50, but bat 50 can still be hinted, so... kind of a coin toss. It's the other mids.
Okay.
Well, that's that resolved for now.
Which means... Floha, no, like, he could... He's just boss key away from being able to beat Fire Sanctuary. And there's the song of the hero piece.
Oh boy.
Thing is, if it's bombs, they're not strictly
Required,
necessary.
yeah. They're not strictly required. See, Battle Cats did it completely unhinted. At least 64 has an inkling that it might be required in this seed. There's a worthless Ancient Cistern small key.
Nice. So yeah, if I was 64, I would do the Thunderhead hint and then go to LMF. Not LMF, the Caves hint. So, with 2 swords and a Fire Sanctuary small big key from Gun Mode.
Well, if our runners want to do
he
whip
feels
tricks,
unnecessary.
skip.
Yeah. Okay. I would get the hint in Thunderhead because it's going to tell you that whether or not like Skyloft Trial is necessary or if it's just a debate.
I mean, the Thunderhead hint zone isn't guaranteed to tell you.
No, but like for any other hint zone to be in logic, like okay, I guess the Mitts puts in
earrings.
Mitts
puts
that's changed.
Puts 2 into logic plus earrings puts 2 more. Well, I'm not gonna be break sliding through fire today.
With the
doesn't have bombs, so you can only get the shortcut chest.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like doing shortcut chest just for itself.
It's so awkward.
It's awkward. It's a sometimes hint.
And it's usually not a good item.
You're going to like bombs are they're gonna show up.
Well, yes, this is indeed why it's a sometimes hint. It's just a matter of the fact that Floha is doing it unhinted when he has...
Get bodied and drowned. No.
No.
Turn the camera flow. No.
Unload them, Floha.
Okay, you should be good.
64, just accept the text. Thank you. Except you text box overlords.
Now that runner doing the first check in my the okay.
I don't blame them.
I mean, it's like it's sphere 1, whereas the rest of this stuff is inherently a higher sphere. The end of mines and break sliding.
Were claw shots sphere 1 or 2?
Claw shots were on power.
Were they on gift or crystals?
I think they were on gift.
I also think they were gift, which means that this is also sphere 1. They were on crystals. I mean, I'm inclined to believe Raid. I always forget. It was the first check, so I always forget which one is which.
Oh, if it was the first check, then it was gift.
Conflicting information. Fight.
Because it has, is it?
I think Raid is correct. Because I'm pretty sure you get the crystals first in vanilla and then the bottle. The question is whether or not Rando has patched that flow and changed the order. I don't think it has.
That's okay. Oh no, Yals. Okay, no one knows. Let's go.
I love the I think qualifier. Judging on the text boxes, I'm pretty sure the bottle is. Oh, back in the sky already.
You missed. No one knows whether you get powers, crystals, or gift first if you get both at the same time, which means we don't know what sphere claw shots we're in. Which, in the grand scheme of things,
it's a difference between sphere 0 and sphere 1, just for the record.
Yeah.
So basically non-existent.
True. The point being is I don't like leaving that first check in mines. The other two is whatever.
Losers on Team Crystals.
Okay, Lappe with the hopefully definitive proof. Oh, it's right there. Give item, and then it's 2 lines later is give gratitude crystals. So, in vanilla, that's true.
In vanilla, it's bottle first?
In vanilla, it's bottle first. At least according to the flow.
Yeah, I feel very strong that that is not correct as much as we're looking at the code of the game.
I mean, we found out yesterday that just because it shows in SS tool doesn't mean that Rando hasn't just patched it out.
I mean, I'm talking about vanilla because I'm a hundo runner. I should know these things.
Yeah, I would ordinarily be more inclined to believe you, but it just makes 0 sense from just a practical perspective. Because,
I'm with Raid on this. The item order gives... Or the dialogue is thank you for saving my sister. And then he just gives you a bottle and then the crystals spawn? That doesn't make sense. I know that I know the dialogue. Because I have seen it too many times in Rando.
Unless the give gratitude crystals is only only sets No, why would it only set the inventory and not do that?
That's not what I think the text is. I'm like I thought the text was, thank you for saving my sister. You get crystals, and then you get
Link,
and he's like, oh, you can have this as well. I don't have any need for it.
My sister made it home safely, thank goodness. I was so... Oh, hello. The text is scrolled way too far now.
No, I just feel like I'm being Mandela affected here.
Do you want to see my sister? Please take this with my gratitude. Is adventure pouch full? Oh. I mean, yeah.
Where are our runners going?
Flo's making the right decision to go back to Elden.
I mean, I think 64 is making the same decision. So.
Okay.
Although 64
are converging, and he'll have the statue, which means he'll. Depends if he's going for turf, he'll just land at the same statue anyway. He's not. Okay. So it looks as though he might be going for hints. Flo apparently has fire shield earrings, which
Flo has the earrings, but 64 doesn't.
Right.
Which means that Flo will be able to full clear the the volcano summit.
Yeah. I don't think 64 knows about the earrings.
I think he does. I thought he was just in the shop and saw it, but I could be wrong.
Okay, I'm more likely. I'm gonna trust you like a lot more because I was busy looking at flows. Orders of things. There's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary. Okay. That can be in one of two chests. Let's go. Which, unless there's something else in Fire Sanctuary, our runners will almost definitely just be skipping that and going straight to the end. Okay, we're still missing 2 swords, which is not great, but they'll turn up eventually. Unless they're bomb locked and and bombs are on Skyloft trial, which would be a hilarious way to spin the end of the seed.
Yeah, it would be quite funny.
I'm going to fight Yao.
Hey.
I mean, the definitive way to do this is just generate a seed with a spoiler log and see what happens.
That's a...
This is
yeah, I mean, you're not right. I blame SS Tools. SS Tools is clearly wrong.
I mean, it was wrong yesterday.
Was it? Did I miss something yesterday?
Yeah, so Mario tried to do the AC Crest RBM without ever having done it before, basing it off the flag sheet. And Lepe posted the right text box you had to RBM, but that text box has been removed from Rando because it relates to... because it's based off of a flag to do with having beaten in Prison 1.
Oh no!
And there's Cave's Key. But there's, oh yeah, there was a sword in Sensi, wasn't there? Or something. Sensi had something. Yeah, sword in Sensi.
It's a sword in Sansi. Do we,
Okay, not removed, unreachable. I mean, functionally the same thing.
We do have a rando-specific scene flag sheet, but no one has done anything with it. It's not accurate. It's literally just a copy of the main scene flag sheet.
Nice. Okay.
Does no one know about this?
It's not a sheet that I was aware of, because
I mean,
I
you're
don't really
also
see the
new
point
in
in
it,
it.
so.
True, but I don't really see the point in it. It's just going to be the same scene flag sheet, right?
No, the scene flag sheet has color coding about what's reachable in bit.
Oh, okay.
So the idea was to change the color coding. So that way we know what's reachable in rando in bit.
Right, I see. There you go, die Archibald. No one likes you.
Yeah. No one likes Archibald, it's true. So 64 is doing Earth Temple here, which is a play.
Yes. I'm not getting the roll to skip the cutscene. And that time getting it, but not actually cutting the rope.
Did 64 come up with a third way to fail this skip?
I was hoping he'd roll too early, and then just get all three.
Oh, we saw a new hint, apparently, that the LF boss key is the map and there's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, we spoke about this.
Did we? Did I just completely forget that
I was
happened?
talking about how there's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary, yeah.
That's what made me think of that. You know what, Fire Sanctuary is an interesting hint, because we hate when that happens. Because no one ever goes into Fire Sanctuary looking for their hook beetle.
True.
64, please just jump up and take the damage. Like,
He doesn't
it's
even need to
faster
jump up
and
take
you
the
have
damage. Like, gonna roll off. He doesn't even have to take the damage. Just pick up the bomb, walk it over, place it on the edge, and get.
I mean, he's
use
gonna
the
be
slingshot.
dying for bit anyway in a second.
That's also true. Okay, that should work.
I really thought it rolled off at the end there. That would have been something else.
No, I spent a bunch of time practicing how to get it not to roll off, and then realized, oh wait, there's a simpler solution here.
Hop on and then jump off. Or just take the damage.
Yeah. Well, you can place it and stand sufficiently far back and shoot it, and
Fire
you don't take the
Sanctuary
damage.
small key. That's 2 out of the 3 debates.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Fire Sanctuary. Well, we can't see it now, but seeing a Fire Sanctuary Sots hint for a beetle in Fire Sanctuary would be hilarious. Oh, hey, look, another song. Is that song percent? Floha doesn't have valid according to his tracker.
Lead song no percent or something. However you want to word that. We know where all the songs are.
They say that Fire Sanctuary is on the path to Fire Sanctuary. I mean, you can't use the second small key without the hook beetle. Oh, are we talking about new modes? Okay. I take it all back. Nothing means anything anymore. Oh, there's the Fire Sanctuary boss key.
That's really good, because I was thinking, I didn't really think Earth Temple was going to pay off.
I think 64 is going to do Bomb Flower Skull area here, in which case...
Actually makes sense. Yeah.
The third Fire Sanctuary small key! Earth Temple is
Dungeons
just
get
Fire
swapped.
Sanctuary!
The Trossards, the Great Street Dead. Okay.
Rose
The dungeons
sucks.
just got straight up swapped their items. Nice.
The first small key was somewhere. LMF.
Yeah.
Or not LMF, Desert.
There's the 4th bottle.
Was Claw locked in Desert?
Wait, 64 has 4 bottles.
Oh, wait, that was the
12%.
hint that said Bat Sots and Great Tree Den, right? Alright, we got another hint coming up here from Mr. Floha.
I understand why 64 went in here now, because he knows that map chest is vanilla. Which means he doesn't, he only needs bombs for Scaldera.
I mean, he can RBM the rock, too, for map chest.
He could, but it's not too slow, but it's
not the greatest thing in the world, but I've seen people do it before. It's just not very common.
Yeah. Okay. Pirate's dead, and Elden Trial's dead. And is the Volcano Summit dig spot going to actually be useful for once? It is! It's Bomb Bag! Oh, that's
spicy.
That...
So wait, hang on.
How's the village?
How is... What is...
So what is the village path to Scaldera then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Where was the D? That was in Skyview, wasn't it? Not
No,
Skyview. Seal Grounds. Yeah.
There was a Mitts claw in... Both Mitts were claw locked, but claws were Sphere 0 or Sphere 1 on Paro. Oh, was the Dion Ballad?
Yes.
Okay. So Village Path to Scaldera was the harp.
Okay.
What a... We all completely forgot that was harp
because
locked.
And yeah, the Earth, like the Elden Volcano path to Molderak being Rattle, which gave harp.
Why harp for Molderak?
Oh, was that already solved by something else? At this point,
Well, we don't have a resolution for it, but there's plenty of items outstanding still. Oh wait, actually, we've cleared all of Elden Volcano. We don't have any beetles. We don't have something leading to bellows. What items are logically required to complete LMF?
2 beetles, which are probably bomb locked. The other one's probably bomb locked.
Yeah, as long as one of them is bomb locked, that's sufficient.
There's a sword in Sansea.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate this play from... Oh, there's the beetle in the first chest. From Flo, strictly because... he knows that there's a beetle here. According to the tracker, to reach the Goddess Harp location, you need Amber Tablet, Bomb Bag, Hook Beetle, Gust Bellows, Goddess Sword, Slingshot, Whip Or, Bow, LMF Boss Key, and the Practice Sword. I think that might be closed LMF, though. I think that might have defaulted to closed LMF.
Bomb bag? Yeah, a bomb bag's only needed if you need the boss key chest or shortcut chest.
Or in specific logical scenarios with the, Yeah, this is a logical Fire Sanctuary double dip. That is correct. Alright, checking LMF again.
Being a real troll.
You need Amber Tablet, Hook Beetle, Gust Bellows, Goddess Sword, Slingshot, Whip or Bow, LMF Boss Key, and Practice Sword. Oh wait, actually, the path is in the first chest of LMF. So it's either a logical FS double dip or a logical LMF double dip, one of the two. Not both. As long as one of them is locked by bomb bag, there's a beetle that's fine. Because bombs are harp locked. That's not something I ever thought I'd say today. Also, it's really wild because like almost all of our items are like on the same path that got path hinted.
Yeah.
Bombs are locked by harp, which was locked by an item in Volcano. No,
Okay.
never mind. That's not how that works. I lied.
Longsword Scald Arrow? Is this? Do you get white or longsword
having a
first?
stroke.
Long?
Both bombs are claw locked. Well, the path to the G2 was in the first chest in LMF, Muzu.
Okay. Yep.
You could double dip LMF. I guess it's probably a logical LMF double dip. Because you can collect that first.
Nice.
Very nice. Bomb Flower Scaldera from...
Yeah, especially since the sword was like one of the weird ones. Yeah, I don't... Like, 64 uses an odd angle for it. Like, it works out for him, but I don't really know how.
Okay, 64 is in go mode. Well, no mode.
Yeah, they should be no mode, but he doesn't seem to have pieced it together, maybe? He's looking very intently at his screen.
There's no Elfin Volcano path, the moldy help. Yeah, Raid is still having a stroke over these hints. Me too, just for the record. I'm also having a stroke over hints, because these hints are...
Oh, Raid. Null posting the proof of Bottle Before Crystals.
I wonder if it's a different flow during the day and at night. Actually, I think it is, because we have the weird thing where, like, we had the weird thing where the night flow wasn't patched in Rando. But... Oh, with a clutch save there. Is that bottle percent?
And that is bottle percent for Floha, yes.
Hoggers.
Because 64 and Flow got different bottles for their bottle number 4.
So 64 is headed back to Farron? Why would he... Oh, he doesn't have... the money... for... Other Volcano, I think, was nothing but fetch quest items.
If he didn't have the money, then he would have just gone straight for the Floria statue, right? He's been... Or has he not been to Floria yet?
He has not been to Floria. And
okay, that makes sense, then.
So there can be a beetle in Sansi.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I didn't realize we got a Caves Key there. I just know we had it.
Specifically, probably a beetle in Pirates, because we don't have Whip yet. Also, we don't have a Skyloft trial hint still.
Yeah, it's probably on Thunderhead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not Bomb Loft trial. So.
Yeah, there's a beetle in Sans. It could also be bomb lock too.
Well, bomb lock doesn't resolve Elven Volcano to Moldera. Bombs are not hard blocked.
Yeah, no, it's just like it could be both. Is what like it could be bomb locked and just Insancy.
Is there anything
64
that's
didn't
bomb
know
locked?
he was in go mode. He should know he's in go mode now. He rushes Sansi.
What did he see on that? Oh, Sansi. Was that the Sansi sword hint?
Yeah. What does he not know about earrings?
He must not know about earrings.
Oh, this could... Is there money in Floria? Like...
Earrings are on Beetle.
Is there a silver rupee in here or something?
Oh yeah, I guess Whip Trick skip. Well, also missing the
Oh, that's true.
Skyward Strike. He does have enough money.
Okay, what's in this chest? I don't think we've seen this one, have we?
More
Also crystals. Crystal Floria. That's crystals in each one, right?
He's gonna be at 66 crystals after Floria. I guess he shouldn't go to this chest. Because he knows this is crystals. Which he should know it.
He should if he's written it down.
I'm really surprised that neither runner... Well, Floha doesn't have Ballad yet, but I'm really surprised 64 hasn't gotten the Thunderhead for the hint. Like, that's not a super long detour. Like, it's not the greatest thing in the world. But...
Why are you going... 64 going to Lumpy?
What?
I mean, he's setting up Keener almost definitely, but why? You've got so much other... if he's going back to Skyloft now, that makes sense. Maybe. I mean, unless
he has access to Sansi.
Can't tell based off of his... No, yeah, he's tracked Cave's key. I'm almost certain that looks like it's tracked on there, so he's not
that is
missing
tracked.
that.
I'm very confused as to what 64 is trying to chase here.
Yeah, I assume Whip or the other beetle.
But the other beetle has to be in Sansi at this point. More definitely knows P-Hat skin.
Yes. He knows, yeah, he knows P-Hop.
Absolutely 100% knows how to skip the P-Hop.
I don't know whether you do it in his position.
Oh, you're looking for Whip or... well, he's looking for both beetles still. Has he gotten the beetle and Fire Sanctuary hint?
I think they've both got the same hints at this. No. Oh, that's a good point. Floha has Volcano.
I think the two most recent hints we have written down were... Yeah, so he should have it.
Okay, he's getting...
So he's going to check bat 50, which is fine.
He's going to get bat 70.
Oh, he's going to get the 70 reward. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Unless he's on 66.
Oh, is he on 66?
Yeah.
Tracker's lying to us, SMH.
I can't wait for this to be another.
Oh
There's
my
Whip.
god.
Okay, that should be go for him.
That should be go mode.
Okay.
I mean, it's because anything past 60 doesn't matter for us. If 64 gets earrings here, I prefer his position to Floha's.
Yeah.
Floha doesn't have access to LMF still.
Okay. He's
Not like Floha has the fire
not getting earrings.
64.
Does he not know
Did he
about
for
them?
gore? Did he 64 gore about Beetle?
I don't know if he's been to...
He's gonna...
Okay.
It does kind of feel like 64 is throwing.
Yeah, it looked like he was considering it. Oh, does 64 not know about the LMF sots at this point? Because if he doesn't know...
He should know that LMF
at a fire sanctuary.
He should
yes. He knows... No,
but
he's like, he
but he
know
has
what
all
it
the
is.
keys, I think.
So
it has to be Magma. I guess it could be a Beetle for him.
It could be earrings for him too. If he hasn't seen
That's a
Beetle
really good point,
like
yeah.
103. So he should
This
get
makes a lot of
here
sense in that
and
point,
then
actually.
just... He might not go mode fire, like LMF because of this. He might full clear it. In case it's double. No, because he knows that fire shield earrings can't be... Fire shield earrings can't be in LMF for him. He knows that because there's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary. So he should be able to piece that together and go, earrings can't be here.
I hope he can piece that together.
No, he can.
He can beat the dungeon, he just can't full clear it. He can't do east side. Intended path SMH. Alright, he's not go moding, otherwise he'd be bit warping. Or doing the...
He should...
Oh, no, yeah. He'd have to bit warp. He can't do the,
64, you should know that you don't... The earrings can't be here. Because the beetle's in Fire Sanctuary. And you
he's looking for earrings, he should be looking in Sandsea.
He should be looking anywhere but here if he's looking for Fire Shield earrings.
Well, and Sansea's like the best place now for him. Like, if he had to go somewhere that's incorrect, he should be going to Sandsea. Because it's the densest play now. I guess this is pretty dense, but it's the densest place that can have Fire Shield earrings.
I mean, he doesn't have bombs, so... I was gonna say, there's...
I guess desert exists, but he doesn't have bombs, so he can't do that. So Floha's gonna probably go up a dungeon on 64 here. But where was 64's second sword that Floha didn't get yet? Scalera Heart Container, okay. So yeah, Floha's gonna be probably the first to hit actual go mode.
Yeah, because Flo's missing a beetle or whip. And it depends if he's someone that goes.
And
back
if he's pieced together the logic, he knows that there's a beetle in Sandsea, or at least leading to a beetle in Sandsea.
I mean,
in fact, there's nothing left that can
there.
lead to a beetle.
At the very least, he knows there's a sword there, so he should go there regardless.
No, 64 has whip. Whip was bat 50.
Yeah.
The question is whether or not Floha returned for bat 50. Because I could see him not wanting to go back to Skav for just like bat 40 and 50 at this point. Although he does know about scale, but he has no reason to think he has to go to Floria.
Yeah.
If the beetle's on the trial, it doesn't resolve Elden to Molderak.
Decomp the G3 platform. Yeah. I mean, this depends on if you know if you've done the skip before. Because it's not, the steps involved aren't individually difficult. It's just if you've never done them before, in particular the out-of-bounds movement is not great to do just, without having done it before. Oh, if it's really easy to follow, then sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I had heard that the out of 64, are you okay? Okay, there we go. That the out of bounds movement is easier.
Yeah, I guess, but if you've never done it before, then you've got to, nice boss key, I guess.
Nice, whatever.
I can understand someone not wanting to do it,
that.
they've never done it before.
Bombs are in dig spot.
The Volcano Summit dig spot.
Yeah, the Magma Myth spot. This isn't too bad for 64 if he skips, boss key and shortcut chest. He's not going to go for boss key because he knows that's the map. He hasn't been to key locked LMF yet. He can't do anything.
Oh yeah, he can't do either.
He can't do key locked LMF, nor can he do shortcut chest. Or boss key for that matter.
That could be saving him here then.
64's ability to win this race now hinges on him going back and getting Fire Shield earrings.
Yes. Which is one check.
Yeah, in Skyloft. Granted, he's probably going to go do Sansi, which Floha's also going to do. We just have to hope that, the beetle is in skippers or something, so that Floha ends up having to chase the whip down for his go mode.
Yeah. Thing is, this is for Floha, this is go mode, so he would probably just do PHBM, right?
No mode. I think Floha knows it.
Yeah, because all he's missing is a sword, right?
It's a matter of
success. I keep forgetting.
It's a matter of whether or not Floha realizes that there has to be a beetle in Sansi. Also, did 64 actually get spooky metal and did it go into his pouch? If so, that might save him.
I think it went to the item check. Because I don't think we've seen more than one pouch upgrade, and he's got 4 bottles. And the shield from something that was mandatory. Slingshot. Oh no, he didn't do Slingshot.
Yeah.
Is it in his pouch? Okay.
Oh, he's gonna... 64, what are you doing?
Oh, is he bailing on this? In case he has to come,
I'm trying to figure out why he's trying to do this. Where is he trying to go?
He's just opening that one, which
is he going to do the Fledge Windgate RBM? In that case, or something?
If he needs to, eventually.
Why did you check the statue, 64, and not...
I think he's just realizing he can't do boss key and shortcut.
I mean, he's not opening both wind gates, so he still has to do the Fledge RBM. There's your stupid arrow chat.
Okay, Floha is RBMing the inner statue in Fire Sanctuary, so you can just skip straight to the boss door. And we'll probably be entering G2, G2 just as 64's finished with Moldrak. He's one hit from. And there's the Q for Floha. Oh, getting the spin attack not fun. Okay.
He's through.
Yeah. So Floha entering G2, Moldrak's dead. Nice. I don't necessarily agree with this from Floha, because you know Master Sword is in Sandship, essentially.
I mean, it's one of those things, he was here, and I don't know if he had the outer statue. If he had the outer statue, then yeah.
He did have the outer statue because he already had Beetle from Fire Sanctuary.
That doesn't mean he checked the outer statue.
Okay, I guess. I just don't see why you would be in that position. He would have to fly out of Fire Sanctuary afterwards, like, right? Unless he walked back. Let's bug now, let's go.
Oh, there's everyone, get Jasnix in here.
Very shaky hands from 64.
He's gonna serenade us. I don't know who has audio. Floha has audio, so no serenading.
You get serenading for comms, which is nice.
Use this Boha to help out Floha.
There's a sword,
There's a sword in Sanctuary.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Yeah, do you go Sansi or do you go try and clear? Because it's not third small key, but it could be hook beetle locked. I think you just go Sansi regardless.
We're gonna go finally check the Thunderhead hint, I guess?
Yeah, he's missing Fire Shield Earring, so it makes sense in his position. Okay, and that's Fire Sanctuary done for Floha.
So Floha should head to Sansi here?
Yeah, He's pulling up the strat dock.
Is he gonna do whip trick skip?
No, he's pausing on P-Hot RBM.
Okay.
Skyloft Trial has the other beetle.
Has the other beetle. What? How did this happen?
That works too.
Does it?
Yeah, it does, because that's also heart blocked and it was village and something. It works out now.
Right, that can be heart blocked. Right. So it was heart was the path.
Wait, Floha going to Gloria?
He doesn't have whip or scale. What is he? Oh, is he gonna get the money? No.
No.
Floha, why you throw ha?
Is he going back for bot G? No. Where are you going?
I'm pretty sure he already got bot G check.
I know one of them did. I don't know which.
I thought both of them
got it. Maybe. Oh, I think.
Yeah, no.
My internet was busy dying at the time where 64 got it. I think.
Yeah, they both got it because they both have the. 64's gonna hit go mode here, I think.
Okay, yes. There's no way he doesn't. Because he's bought everything else.
What else could Floha be looking for at this point? Floha is... Oh, it's the only statue he checked. That would not surprise me. Because I've made that mistake before. It's a really easy mistake to make.
Yeah, but what is he... These bomb rocks are really out of the way compared to the sword that he needs...
The known sword.
The known sword. Like, he's obviously doing this before going to Sansi. Because he's pulled up the strat dog for it. But... Well, there's the money that 64 needed. It was so long ago.
64 has the money, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter anymore, yeah. Okay, and that's go mode for 64.
Well, it's not go mode because he doesn't have his last sword yet.
Oh, okay. This is painful.
It's no mode.
Yeah.
We'll see what he chooses to chase first. He's...
going for the beetle?
Is this a throw? I'm not sure.
No, he's going for the beetle because he knows the other beetle.
He knows there's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary. He's just gonna
that.
vanilla full clear it. There's no way this is faster than just getting the sword in Sansi and go moding Fire Sanctuary in Key Sanity. Key Sanity go mode Fire Sanctuary is like 5 minutes. We get the cat gem though. Well, at least me and
we do. Yeah.
It's Gru's music.
Is it?
There is absolutely no way this is the correct play.
It is. I couldn't quite hear it.
Well, 64 knows where both remaining swords are. In any mode other than Key Sanity, this is the correct play. But in Key Sanity, this is a throw. Oh, okay. In Key Sanity, this is a throw when you know that you have access to the other sword.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Floha also continues to throw, I guess.
Yeah.
Though really giving us...
He's looking for Fire Sanctuary access, which is understandable, because I think there is like a less than 1% chance that Floha like knows whip skip skip.
Oh, math access, you mean?
Or whatever it's called.
But like, you should be chasing the items you know you need to get. Like, Floha Floha is not incorrect in looking for LMF access. What he is incorrect in doing is not doing so in locations where there are also hints, considering we have multiple unhinted trials and a harp path.
Yeah. I think this just comes down to like not randoing right. in the same way you should be always clearing your dungeons, like, I don't know. This just seems not right. Yeah, well, if 64 knew the skip, he would know. He would have saved time too. I mean, before he had whip. Oh no, he was still looking for earrings. Because he... yeah. Flo, what? Huh? Flo, huh? Yeah, like, why? Always surprised by how acute of an angle you need to clip through the fence there. Or jump through, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, no, there's a tear on the bridge, okay. I mean, 64 should still have this, because this comes down to, like, when Floha gets his
Yeah,
beetle.
Z does make your stamina refill slower, for some reason.
Okay, and that's the Ancient System boss key.
Does your stamina also refill slower with your sword out? That I did not know. If that is
yeah,
true.
that one's a bit more like word of mouth, hand like tail sort of thing. I've no idea if it actually does. I've heard it does though.
I know that Z slows it down because it's noticeable.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, 64 has its curse medal. I think
I
that's
guess
what he's
most of
doing.
the time, when you're refilling stamina, you don't have your sword out anyway, because sprinting puts your sword away. That's actually probably why I've never noticed. I don't think I've ever tried to refill stamina while walking with my sword out.
Yeah.
64 does have earrings, yes.
Okay, looks like 64 will be buying a shield.
This is a fine play. 64. He had to come here anyway and drop off. So.
Okay, Flohog finally going to Sandsea.
Honestly, given that he didn't have like West Desert statue or any statue in desert, this is probably a fine sequencing. As much as we shit on it earlier, I still don't love it.
He could have just gone through caves.
It's passable still. No, even if Flo does whip, skip, I don't, or like first room skip, I don't think he has this. I think
Flo needs to find sword, dip out, and rush Patro 50.
Even then, I don't
64
know.
Needs
it's going to depend on
the.
This, I think this is
late.
64's race to lose.
I mean, 64's
Unless
already
it's like
landing
first
it wrong.
check in Pirates or something. The time you save versus how many checks are open. Well, Fire Sanctuary full clear is only like 15 minutes, though.
Only 15 minutes. Feels like an eternity when you're doing it, though.
It does feel like an eternity when you do it.
And that's assuming decent execution, which Fire Sanctuary loves to screw you up.
Well, Ray, the thing is that 64 is not going to get 35%.
What are you looking
we
for,
know that
64?
I think that might have just been muscle memory.
Okay.
You just happened to pick the 35%. Is it 19? I thought it was 15. Maybe it's 15 minutes to clear Fire Sanctuary vanilla, like to go through Fire Sanctuary vanilla that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
the bottle chest adds a lot to the full clear. Because he's going to have Hook Beetle, he literally cannot get 35%.
I mean,
because he has
he
the
decides
Hook
to straight up skip the chest. Well, that would truly be a 64 goal moment.
That would just be truly a throw, 64-bit throw for gore. Thank you for remembering to check the statue. He almost forgot.
Yeah. I did that once and never again.
Also, guys, 64 has the earrings.
Let's go. Oh, you meant tracker-wise?
Yeah. I don't know who's tracking who. I didn't look this morning. This afternoon, whatever that hell time is. My Discord is having a stroke. I hope I don't just get, like, kicked from VC.
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay, I think it's okay. Or is the... It's very framey. And, like, scrolling my server list is, like, laggy as heck.
Okay, Floha choosing not... Oh, maybe not choosing. He might be going back for the statue.
He already saved the statue.
Okay, then,
you always do the RBM before you enter. Or before you do the first chest. Because otherwise you lose your commit. Your only commit at that point.
I think you can use the dig spots. I think you can use the dig spots by the statue.
I don't think so.
I feel like I've done that before. Because I did exactly that and didn't do it first.
That angle should have worked for 64. I'm not sure what happened.
I feel like that should have worked too.
That angle looked fine to me, so I don't really know what happened there.
That one probably won't.
That angle,
that
these
definitely
angles
won't.
This angle should work.
That should.
Yeah, there we go. Statistically, it should be a 50-50. Which one it's behind. Because it's the same number of checks. He missed the barrel job flow. Did 64 not get the first chest after all of this? I guess he's doing back half first.
No, he's doing back half first. The thing is, the sword... I know it can't be.
I guess this gives him the statue guaranteed.
Ooh, okay.
That's unusual.
Yeah, he wasn't all the way over when he did the side hop.
He should have been holding B, though. It should have been fine. Alright, I guess he's doing front half now. I guess getting bottle chest is really the thing that matters in back half first situations because it makes front half better. Way better to route. I always hold B. There's no reason to not.
I didn't know you could hold B, because I feel like I tried that once, and... Oh yeah, no, it put me on the edge, and then I slid down, but, like, because it, like... Because the entrance is wider than the bit that goes into the dungeon again.
You should get an angle
straight off
down, like into the towards the center.
There was one time I didn't, and I think that's why I
Well, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a full vanilla clear, then no, you can't, because you'll never go get it.
That berry is a commit, yes.
Yeah, the dig spot is a commit, yes. Academy is Sots and...
Ballad on Beetle's Crystals.
Wait, I thought Ballad was on Spirit.
Apparently not. It makes sense, because Floha never did that, and doesn't have it. Well, Floha didn't do either, so...
You don't have to bitwarp to get the statue. You can just RBM the statue. That's why I specifically said a full vanilla clear.
Uh, 64 going back.
I don't remember what... What?
I don't agree with this.
What? I'm very confused.
Like, you just do front half, you're there.
I don't remember who did the
point in
timings
Skyward.
or what the results of them were for Fire Sanctuary, but I think it was KCOT. I know that someone compared, like, back half, front half, then front half, back half. And, like, a full vanilla clear. Oh, sure, he doesn't have bombs. I thought it was these were done before you were really active. But that's why I said I don't know who it was, but I thought it was KitKat. Jeez, can't be wrong on comms anymore. What a world we live in.
What you mean you couldn't be, like, was there ever a time you could be wrong on comms?
I mean, we try not to be wrong on comms, but you don't get put on blast for making a mistake on who did timings.
Floha, no, you hugged the wall, please.
It's not a sword.
Oh, 64, you're right there. Get the pepper chest, please.
Well, has song and dance with the with the beam. Was just hilarious. Oh, he could have done the pepper or the was it Pepper who found that?
Yeah,
that worked. The pepper strat.
It's a really cool strat.
It is. It's super cool.
Like
64, please.
No.
And this is why I don't do this strat.
With this, you need a weird angle, or you jump slash, but you don't jump slash that early.
That missed?
Yeah, you need to jump slash late if you're going to do the jump slash, which I don't think he can do now because of his health. Yeah, you need an angle late.
Yeah.
That should work.
That looks like it'll work. Yeah, that'll be fine. You can get the second chest in Fire Sanctuary from after a bit warp. There's the sword.
Yeah, when you do the bit warp, you can run, instead of front hopping over to the pillar jump, you can run to your right and go across the bridge on the other side. And you can do a pretty precise side hop through the door that will void you out, but do so in such a way that it loads the out-of-bounds collision for
Is it precise?
the second chest. You have to void first. Like
I was told that it wasn't particularly precise, but I could be wrong.
You need to be right on the very edge, and your angle needs to be reasonably precise. Like, you can't just do whatever angle. The main thing is you have to void first, because you have to be right on the very edge.
Also,
Otherwise it
shout out to
doesn't
the
work.
heart container in the
That
death
heart
ward
container
chest.
was awful. Yeah.
I've been wrong exactly twice so far this race.
Which is not a lot. And it's not weird that it happened twice.
Okay, hold up a second. Jules CJ roasting. 2 whole nickels.
Yeah.
You know, why? Like, I know that the original meme source says nickels, but why was it written as nickels? It could have been dollars. If I had $2 for every time I was wrong. Or whatever the original line is.
Floha might.
You should play Jim regardless of the outcome of this match, dear.
Yeah, I don't see this match impacting that at all.
SSR lives in a constant state of civil war. Just like the Avengers or something.
Oh, Floha
Let's
doing
check
Pledge.
Pledge crystals. Oh,
Let's go. So what does
Pledge
Floha
crystals
have in
after the
Academy?
2-hour mark with a Sphere Zero bottle.
Flo has Pledge. He has that 50.
Definitely in
a
his state.
nest. This is a choice. It's not a choice. As far as I'm aware, he has Burb Nest, Bat 50, and this. Maybe even Bat 40.
He doesn't have the ability to get into LMF, dear. He doesn't have Whip or Hook Beetle. He could do Whip Trick Skip, but no one wants to do Whip Trick Skip.
Seems he didn't do PR RBM. I don't.
Well, Raid, you're,
think he's doing
like,
that.
clinically insane. So
It has its purpose. It's something that isn't.
I guess this,
physically
like,
difficult, so-
literally right now is its purpose.
Yeah, right now is its purpose.
Literally right now. Although I guess if you have an idea of where Whip or Heedle has to be,
Oh, and
Nice side hop.
60 getting the side hop. Nice.
Pledge does not have Whip. Whip is on bat 50.
I don't understand that side hop. It feels like it's either one frame or RNG.
It's probably one frame. Although, actually, you have a huge window to, like, roll off of those switches, so I don't know why that
Yeah.
side up would be.
Because I very rarely get it. I only ever get it if I get the side hop, like, before the switch is even fully pressed down. Like, I roll onto it and, like, immediately side hop, or it should even really work.
Crystals in this economy. True.
And now Jasnik shows up. You missed Bugnat, Jasnix. I don't remember where it was, but you missed it. I think it was on
I don't think 64 is throwing anymore.
Bosky. I think it was LMF Heart Container. So if Floha stops throwing, then you might be able to see it.
What are we seeing? Does Fawn not have 50 crystals? He does not. Okay. Judging by the fact that he's chasing after bat 50, I don't think this is a throw anymore.
There's a sword in Sansi, and there's a sword in Fire Sanctuary.
We don't know where in Fire
it was
Sanctuary.
Pirate's second.
Oh, I thought that was
The sword is in front half. 64 getting 35% in
not quite 35%
sanity.
in
No, okay, not quite, but
because there is still second chest.
I mean, close enough.
Oh, is he gonna? He's gonna key smuggle. I guess he has all 3 keys. He might as well.
Yeah. It's been a long while since I've seen this.
I'm honestly kind of surprised 64
like...
didn't check the Girahim heart container and the crest for the sword. Because he can just fly back in.
He doesn't even need to fly back in, he just...
Well, after he beats the dungeon, I mean. He can fly back in.
Yeah, after he beats the dungeon, he just, like, goes through the dungeon normally.
Yeah, that also works. I guess that's probably what he does after key smuggling here. Yeah, the world may never know why he skipped the front half. I guess we can find out in the interview.
Yeah. I mean, the statistics, like, it's a better chance, like, just check density-wise of it being in back half. Oh, being bodied by the keys flow, no. I still hit him. I hit him again.
Does Law already have 50? I didn't think he... Did he get crystals or something?
He got 49 on the plan in Academy.
Use this deer to help out Floha. I mean, he couldn't use the duped crystal anyway. Good spin attack.
Is he allowed to do that? I thought that was the thing that you weren't.
Oh, yeah. If he did the Fire Sanctuary statue RBM, he gets a duped crystal, which he is allowed to dupe, he just can't use it.
Yeah, I always forget that that's a thing, and...
Most people only do the statue RBM in go mode.
Yeah, true.
So it's very rarely an actual issue. Big heads up from Floha remembering that he duped one, though.
Yeah.
'64's sword is in the 64-bit chest. It could be. That's gonna be a last. It would be like the last location he's gonna check because of routing. Okay, Floha is in go mode now. Yeah. Floha is absolutely in go mode. This is gonna be a surprisingly close race. Despite all of the chaos. And despite it being a Trez seed.
Yeah.
This is a really tame Trez seed,
should have this?
Yeah, he should.
I mean... Yeah, he's skipping the 64-bit chest because that's the correct routing.
Because he'll get it after the fight.
You get it after the fight, but you've got to remember to get it after the fight, hence 64 goal. Audio, why people happy? Let's go. Yeah. Just in time for Floha to not quite probably get the Moldrack heart container, which has Bugnet. And there's the queue.
$64 go. Yeah, not even 64 go or 64 go. 64 go the sword and sand seed.
Also, petition to, like, remove the beeping of the stamina potion, because, my goodness, does that fill me with anxiety.
You just want the potion to run out with no indication that it's going to run out?
No, I just don't want it to beep quite so fast. I want the, like, I don't know, the sound effect slowed by 50% or something.
I have no idea if we even have the ability to do that.
I mean...
Actually, I don't know if it's like a one-loop sound effect played on loop, or if it's like a sample played repeatedly on loop.
That's a good point. It's probably just one sound effect looped.
Because if it's a sample, then we can't really slow it down without modifying the actual sample.
Yeah. I mean, if it's the sample...
If it's like a single sound effect played like repeatedly, then we could just change the interval.
Yeah. If it's the sound file, then... Because I've messed around with that a little bit. Assuming the sound file works, then... Yeah.
Yeah, Whip Trick probably would have won Floha this race. It's unclear, though. Because it depends on how much he searched for Whip. Because he didn't really search for Whip that long. Search for it for a non-zero amount of time, but... I mean, the Farron checks were just objectively wrong in this situation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not faster, but I'm saying I don't think comparatively that it cost him that much time not doing it. When you take the length of the RBM sequence or the bit sequence into account.
Yeah, it's because you do dig spot RBM, then you do the out of bounds move, you do the bit warp, then you do the RBM.
Then you do
the out of bounds movement, and then you've got to run through all of LMF again. And it's that last bit.
Sequence is not
great.
It's gotta be more than that. Because entering bit alone takes 45 seconds-ish. It's 35 to 45 seconds, depending on death animation, how much health you have.
For instance, there's a bit and running through LMF twice.
Plus, isn't the out of bounds movement slow? Because you're, like tightrope walking? I don't actually know.
If you practiced it, it wouldn't be slow, because it's not actually that much of a tightrope. You can run straight across it if you know where you're going.
This is an O2 matchup, so it's an O, so he will be O3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to do all of the bit sequences on top of all of LMF. Which is why I'm only comparing the time that it takes to do the trick skip to the time it took him to find Whip. Because it would have been the same sequence afterwards anyway.
Yeah, okay, so you have to run through LMF once then. That's the additional
twice,
bit, I guess.
Still, sort of.
Well, you just have to do it twice, but the additional thing is running through it once more than you would have to.
Alright, so 64 should enter Horde here, but...
Should enter Horde? Is there a reason he wouldn't be?
He could forget to skip the cutscene.
I mean, true. We secretly turned on,
I started
random
saying
settings.
that 64... My mental state was saying that 64 should have this in the bag.
Yeah.
Barring something going horribly wrong in Horde, and it all kind of blended together. But I will be right back.
Yeah. Interesting. Personally, if I do Skyward Strikes in this first barrier, I always do spin attacks. But it worked, so... Okay, I'm coming up on Horde Skip. Let's see if he gets it. The positioning looks decent. I don't know if 64's a Z target person. He is. Easy. Nice. So yeah, I think 64 got a fairy. I think. So even if this goes not great, he should be fine. CJ's still here, I think. He's on mute. I assume he's gone to deal with something. Okay, we're entering the Moldarak fight. Floha here. He'll probably be getting the heart container when 64 enters Demise, if I had to guess. Maybe a little earlier. Okay. 64 past Horde, so in the home stretch now. Oh yeah, G3 is, but I'm thinking about the cutscene at the end. Like, 'cause it's gonna be another minute before Flo can pick up the heart container from now. But yeah, probably won't quite be in Demise. Which means we get to see Bugnap twice, which is nice. No Tumbleweed this seat though, unless I really missed it. Okay, and that's phase 1 done for 64. Oh, did Floha not line him up against the wall? That's... yeah. Late on the stab there. And there's Bugnat. Okay, yeah, 64 getting the quick phase 2. A little scuffed, but we take it. Okay. 64 about to enter Demise, and Floha about to finish LMF and head into his final gauntlet, which I think he'll finish at this stage in the seed. I think he'll just finish it out. I don't think 6 times is sufficient, and I also just don't see that happening. Not with a shield too. Oh. Getting the parry, interesting.
I heard chat wants 64 to die 6 times to Demise.
Yes. That's what Raid wants, and of course Zelda wants it to happen 64 times. Okay.
What? Lightning, please.
Okay, lightning.
Oh God, Monk
Oh, he's having calibration issues.
Okay, he got the lightning. He hits the stun.
Lightning. And he's getting there, we go. GG.
GG's.
Nice.
A little bit of a stressful ending there, but his timer says 2:23:37. Race time says 2:23:38. I assume he will be joining us for the interview.
I assume so too. Meanwhile, Floha's running into the endgame.
I see him in the way.
Did Floha not get BTT?
He must not have. Hello, 64.
Hello. GG.
GG's. Don't forget. I can't hear 64.
That was an interesting
There we
seed.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Had my actual mic muted.
Why did you put off Beetle for so long? I just gotta know.
I just didn't have the money.
You had the money when you were there for Bat 50.
So when I got the whip on Bat 50, I was like, okay, I can do most of LMF, and just decided I was gonna rush that in the hopes that I would find earrings there.
Except
with the
earrings
path
can't be in LMF because there's a beetle in Fire Sanctuary.
That is a very good point.
Okay, we weren't sure if you would put that together because that could be tough to put together on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, technically it could be in the first chest, but...
Yeah, but you got mids in the first chest, and at that point is when you would have realized it if you had that figured out.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of with path hints and everything.
Yeah, the paths were very confusing this seed.
Yeah, because it's like,
but not
I
a single
only realized...
key debate. Which was cool. No key debates. Well, I guess Earth Temple boss key, or Earth Temple path was a debate for the boss key.
Yeah.
Got us to fetch quest Elden, by the way.
Yes, I noticed that. And yeah, also shoutouts to the hint for the other progressive beetle being in Baron Thunderhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also welcome, Flo.
What?
GG.
Hi, GG. I just heard something about Beetle and Baron Thunderhead.
Yeah, Thunderhead was Baron, and the other progressive beetle hint was there for the Skyloft trial.
Oh, where was it?
Skyloft trial.
Oh, I kind of figured that already, but yeah.
Our hunch was bombs on Skyloft trial until you found bomb bag.
Okay, so Flo,
I kind of figured there had to be something on Skyloft trial with Betrow being Sots and there not really being anything on it. So I was kind of happy finding Whip on Bat 50.
Yeah. Also, Rip Flaw missing Horde Skip.
Yeah, so so Floha must have gotten the sword in Sandsea then.
Yeah.
Which other sword was there?
There's one
in Fire Sanctuary.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was also hinted in Thunderhead.
Wow.
But it was a 35% sword, so.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't have mattered to me anyways. Like I probably wouldn't have gotten that in ages.
64. I gotta know, why do Hook Beetle rather than just doing Sandsea for a sword you know you can reach, rather than going through the whole Skyloft trial and having to gamble on Fire Sanctuary layout?
I was just hoping I would find the sword in Fire Sanctuary faster and not have to, like, make another trip to Lanayru just to and, like, the thing is, like, I had no clue whether that sword was going to be in Pirates or Skipper, so that was going to be a 50-50, and...
I mean, yeah, but, like, Sandsea is significantly faster than full clearing Fire Sanctuary.
I don't know. If there was, like, some other reason for me to go to Sandsea, that's probably what I would have done, but... Since
Beetle could have been there, up until the point you found the hint for it.
Yeah. And finding that hint basically, like, solidified that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. It worked out in the end. Also, shoutouts to the fact that Floha kind of lost the seat to not knowing Whip Trick Skip.
Yeah, yesterday I was actually like already. I was talking about this yesterday, and I was like, well, if only I would have learned this.
Yeah, really unfortunate in the end.
I think actually in my commentary yesterday, or actually I think it was in the Jankry stream commentary, I was like, yeah, okay, you need whip or hook beetle here, and Lipa was like, you can RBM this door, but you need to be on the other map. I was like, wait, how you do that?
It's a stupid trick.
You gotta ask Great for stupid LMF tricks.
It's not that stupid. It's
the problem is that the use case is so narrow.
Yeah, I mean it's as narrow as being in a C chart from Go mode. Except with this one, you have to be like 2 items from Go.
Yeah.
Like
you have like
there's 2 possibilities.
Twice the chance of just incidentally running into the item.
Can we talk about this Fire Sanctuary starter pack of Temple, by the way?
Yeah.
2 small keys and a boss key. We thought that was really funny on comms.
Yeah. Like, is this the new Fire Sanctuary?
Yeah. So they just got swapped.
It's built with lava, so it must be pretty.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Seed was wild, but what did you expect from a Trez Seed?
I think for Trez Seed this was actually pretty harmless.
That's actually what I said too, I think.
I would have expected more, I don't know. Like, I've rolled seeds that are more terrible. Like, I've rolled seeds that are more terrible.
Are you complaining about my seed, Floha?
Maybe.
I think he's complaining that it wasn't bad enough.
I was going easy on you.
Okay, then I want the really bad seed next time.
You can't take the really bad seed.
Oh.
You can't handle it.
Well, setting himself up for failure in week 4.
I've handled my own seeds already. Can't be much worse than that.
You underestimate Trez's power.
You have no idea what you're up to.
Trez is gonna enjoy your suffering.
Oh, I love suffering.
Floha is now a wretched brat, so he is nearing the end of the seed. Just a small 10 minutes behind 64 here, which in the grand scheme of things is relatively small for SSR. We've seen some real big differences in the past. Clean enough phase 3, and into the demise portal he shall go.
I think. What else?
Wait, was Floha's name also 64 Gore?
Yes, it was.
Pretty stacked Academy, by the way, and
Was Academy stacked?
Yeah, I think it was kind of stacked. Like, well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that stacked. But I have
Shoutouts to the fact that this was just an open seed, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. Like, dude, Central Skyloft was also pretty stacked with Amber, Ruby, and Claws.
Oh yeah, you guys missed the what did we have, like a 15-minute discussion about which item comes first in the Parotex when you turn in both items at the same time?
I think it's the crystals are first.
You would be
Because
right.
then he says something like, I don't think you'll have much use for this now anymore, but here, take it anyway.
That is what everyone who said it was crystals first said, and apparently we're wrong.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, it's the bottle first according to the decomp stuff. So, But
Yeah,
GG,
I'm
Floha.
pretty sure I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember Bottle first from 100%.
I thought I remembered Crystals first from 100%, so, you know.
SMH will just have to all run Hunter again.
Or the Flow, whatever. The SS tools that has the Flow decoms, or whatever you want to call them. Musu dying on the hill that the code tells her she's wrong about, so that's cool too.
Damn.
So I guess Musu's just dead.
Poor Muzu.
Yeah. Yell gets a bye. It's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Yao needed it anyway. Smile.
Yeah, probably. Alright. That's all she wrote, I guess, for this match. Floa already formulated his death wish for next round, when I get to roll an evil seed. But for now, 64 takes the win. I hope you all enjoyed it. I want to give a warm shout out to our team. So, to CJ, to Coven, to Pac-Man, Power Ghost, and also to our second tracker to Raid Spinal. Yeah. Anybody, any words? If not, Floha, see you very soon. Prepare for suffering. And thank you all for watching. Take it easy.